I've been learning something recently, and it is the need for us to actually be present. What do I mean by that? If you remember, sometimes when you were younger, you were thinking that, oh, I want to be like this when I grow up. And every time, all your thoughts and plans and programming, the way you reflect is always about who you want to be when you grow up. Now you're grown and you're missing when you were younger. The same applies to us as well. Maybe, for example, someone is single and all your reflection is in how your life will be when you eventually get married. You're not present with your current situation, with how life is currently treating you as single. All your reflection is on what your life will look like when you eventually get married. Maybe you're married and you're still waiting to have a baby. All your life is wrapped around what you are missing, not what you have. You're not appreciative of what you have. You're just super focused on what you're missing, and you're just desperate for that next thing, that next high, that next promotion. And because of that, we are not present in the moment. And one thing that I figured really helps is the spirit of gratitude. To always be thankful for whatever season of life you're going through. Because all those seasons of life you're going through, they are actually a preparation for the next season of life you're entering into. All that waiting you have experienced, that's how it is for me personally. I feel like everything I've learned in my previous experiences, they always carry on, they always carry along with me. And some of the setbacks, some of the failures, some of the disappointment, some of the unanswered prayers, or some of the delays I experience are things that prepare me for another season of life. So I want to encourage anyone listening to me that it is important for you to learn to be present, to learn to be grateful for what you currently have going on, to learn as you are preparing for the next phase, as you are preparing for something better to happen. It's still very important for you to learn how can I be present, how can I maximize what I currently have going on in my life, instead of just complaining and feeling irritated by what you feel is missing. So I don't know who this is going to encourage, who is currently feeling like they are left behind, time is going, maybe God has forgotten them, maybe things are not going the way they expect, and they feel like, man, they are feeling overwhelmed. For you not to be discouraged, for you to know that all things will work together for your good. It says all things work together for the good of those who love God, who are called according to his purpose. And God has a plan, a purpose, a program for your life. You're not an accident, and you're not in this world by mistake. So there's a plan of God, there's a purpose of God, there's a program of God, there's something that God actually is doing with everything that is going on. So don't be in haste to say, okay, yeah, I'm just going to rush to do things that are wrong. I'm going to rush to sin against God. I'm going to rush to compromise. I'm going to rush to engage in some habits that you will not be proud of, or that God will not be proud of, just because you feel like there's so much delay and you need this thing to happen faster. So be present in whatever situation, circumstance. Reflect on it. What are the things you can be doing with your current situation? And I'm going to share this personal example. For example, when I started my seminary program, I was in that program, but it was all like, oh my God, I want to be elsewhere. Okay, I want to be back to working, or I want to be back to doing most of these things. But before you know it, time goes. And just like that, if you're not present, you will not maximize that season. You will not maximize that opportunity. You will think that, oh, this situation I'm in is the worst situation ever, and you will not maximize it. And what eventually happens is, before you know it, you are almost done with the whole thing, and you are worried, did I really maximize my time here? Did I really maximize my relationships? Did I really maximize the different things God brought around me? For example, you might be in college and you're looking at it like, oh, I just want to be done so that I can go overseas or do something else. But then there are relationships that needs to be formed. There are new things you need to be learning. There are things you need to maximize for that experience, for that period you have. But many a times we don't, and we end up, after that stage or that phase of life, missing that phase of life and wishing we could go back. But that time is over. So we have a short time on this earth, regardless of how long we are going to live. It is very important. For example, they always tell people that have kids, the days go long, but the years go quickly. And what do they mean by that? When you have that baby, they always advise for you to cherish the moment, cherish the time, be present, enjoy that season, because before you know it, it's crawling, it's walking, it's an adult, and it's out of the house, and life has gone like that. But those moments that you spend with that child will live on forever in your memory. So the same applies. You have a husband or a wife, cherish those moments. You might be facing some difficulties, you might be facing some lack, but cherish the moment. Work together as a team. Don't lose your partner before you appreciate your partner. Don't lose your wife to sickness, to death, or to anything at all, or to something unexpected before you are like, oh my God, I wish I'd appreciated this person when I had them, or I wish I had appreciated this opportunity when I had it. If you have a job, appreciate it, do your best job. If you have a business, run it well. Don't lose it. Don't become bankrupt before you are now going to learn, how do I become better at my business. So I just wanted to share with you that it is good for us to learn to be present, to be able to maximize whatever life has blessed us with. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed.